Hey guys, I'm back at Roseanne's kitchen table, and if you don't know what we're doing here, there's an annotation right here and you can find out. Although if you're watching this on mobile, they tell me annotations don't show up on mobile, but trust me, we're at Roseanne's kitchen table, and I'm bringing in some of my favorite guests from the Rubin Report so you can kind of talk to people. I can talk to people in a little more of an informal way, find out a little bit more about them personally, and I have one of my favorite personal people. That's a lot of P's with me. Miss Kelly Carlin. Kelly, what's going on?
I don't know, but since we're in Roseanne's kitchen, can we go through her cabinets?
There's a lot of great stuff. She has her own salsa over there. Did you know that?
I know she has her own macadamia
branded,
nuts.
Well, we know about the macadamia nuts, but she has her own branded salsa in the
Okay, we'll try macadamia nut salsa thing later, maybe.
There's something that we could do there.
I'm doing good, otherwise.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to talk about today was the online and real world and how they mesh together. Because Kelly and I have sort of the exact, it's like the prototypical how these worlds crash into each other.
Yes.
Because I loved her father, George Carlin. I found out about you through Twitter. I had you on my SiriusXM show. You then connected me with someone at the Young Turks to do The Point. I sort of jokingly said to someone at the Young Turks, can I do a show with you guys? They said yes. And then basically that lays out the next 2 years of my life. Now we've become really close and had a zillion other coincidences like that that sort of blend the online thing and the real world thing. And I just think it's really cool, and I think it's happening to everyone. I just think there's some meat there, and I know you like this topic and this kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's there. It is. I mean, this thing has changed our world, this social media thing. I watched Boyhood last night, the film, and part of the cool thing about, obviously, is watching everyone grow up, but the technology changes during the film, too, and I was really, like, aware of that. Like, wow, 10 years ago, none of this was happening. 8 years ago, none of this was happening. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, there's this weird, I mean, for me, I feel like when I'm online, especially like, I don't know, it's like 4 years ago when we met, maybe?
Yeah.
That's when you actually felt like it was kind of like a small dinner party kind of a feel, like, especially to Twitter.
Yeah.
You know, now it's kind of like a mall or something. I don't know.
Well, now everyone's meeting everyone. Everyone's swiping. Which way do you swipe on Tinder? You're a married woman.
No,
You don't know.
don't
I don't
do
know which
that.
way either. But yes, everyone's meeting everybody. When we met that first night, so I had you on my show, which was by phone. And then we met for drinks one night, and I remember thinking, "Whoa, I'm meeting someone off Twitter."
Right.
Like that.
Is this going to be okay?
Yeah. And now, and so you have these parties at your place every couple of weeks, which we've talked about on the show before, and there's tons of people there that have connected through Twitter and this whole thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's become. I mean, some of them, it's like I know them but didn't know them, and then other people I like. I mean, I don't know. It's become. And now I'm like overwhelmed by it all. Part of me just wants to like burn my phone at this point. I don't know.
Yeah, well, we do talk about the technology addiction all the time. I'll text you sometimes and I'll be like, I've checked my phone. I got that app, and it's like I've checked my phone 147 times this afternoon.
I won't get that app. I don't want to know.
Yeah, it's a scary.
Wait, is it like to work just by picking it up?
Literally like every time you unlock it or something.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I don't know if I'm up for that.
Yeah, do you think it's changing? So basically, I think you think it's for the good, right? That we've been able to connect in this certain way.
Yes.
We've seen it change. I mean, it's literally changed governments in the Middle East.
Yes,
you know.
And I think it's good because I think people are getting sick of it on a certain level or seeing its intrusiveness now. And so we're starting to make natural boundaries around it, which I don't think for a few years we were. We were just like, yeah, Facebook, you can have any data you want. And now I think about Facebook sometimes and I think, what have I done?
Yeah. So how do you balance it? Because I constantly am dealing with trying to balance sharing enough of my life and being a public person and trying to share something for my audience and also maintaining some level. Look, you can accidentally put in a geolocation where, you know what I mean?
And I was doing that for a while, and some lovely Twitter follower said to me, hey, turn off your location services. And I'm like, what's that? And I go in and I'm like, holy shit, people can find my house probably.
When they literally know you're tweeting on your toilet, it's too much. Like that's
location services, Kelly's bathroom.
Yeah.
But
a net good. It's all a net good.
Yes, it is. And yet I find that I become very image, reputation oriented around this stuff because we are people who are in the entertainment industry, and a lot of our work now is completely filtered through this stuff. I mean, we advertise everything, and I found my audience through social media. So it's like I have an obligation to them. But I've done something interesting lately, which is, and this is just kind of part of my natural progression as a human progression thing. I love my dad dearly, but I'm no longer discussing him on social media. I'm done. Love you, Dad.
We'll have to do another topic on that just so I can get you to fully say goodbye to that whole piece.
Yes, we can say goodbye to my dad on YouTube.
That's a whole other, some things we're going to say.
Weird full circle in that. But yeah, so yeah, that's yeah, I'm done.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm really curious. What do you guys think? How much do you share? Do you try to blend, your personal life and your professional life? Are you anonymous right now? We deal with that's a whole.
Are you even watching?
Are you
us
watching
right now?
this
I
right
mean, you might not even be watching
is there
us.
Anything happening?
Which means you're doing much better than we are because we're here watching you. Watch us.
Comment right down below,
please.